As the sovereign citizen movement is so shamefully unorganized, I have taken it upon myself to claim leadership of this movement. I feel that the negative connotation surrounding the sovereign citizen movement is largely due to how unorganized those who claim to be members are. Currently, the members of the sovereign citizen movement are being depicted as people who do not know what they are talking about. People who are simply trying to confuse and manipulate police officers, with the worst case scenario being an attempt to attack said police officers, should they give the sovereign citizen half a chance to do so. People who believe that they are above being held accountable should their actions cause harm or loss. This insultingly inaccurate depiction has resulted in the undertraining of police officers. This undertraining of police officers is unjustly endangering innocent citizens' lives. This undertraining of police officers is unjustly endangering their life. As the sovereign citizen movement is so shamefully unorganized, I have taken it upon myself to claim leadership of this movement. Those claiming to be sovereign citizens who are not members or becoming members of the rebels of the sacred earth do not understand what sovereignty is. These people should not be looked to as a reference for the accurate representation of the sovereign citizen movement, the sovereign citizen movement's beliefs, or the sovereign citizen movement's goals. As the leader of the sovereign citizen movement, I am advocating that no citizen, sovereign, or consenting to be governed by the current governments is above being held accountable for their actions. That justice will be well defended within our community, more so than the current governments. That no one shan't fear repercussions for actions that cause harm or loss to others. I will personally do everything in my power to bring those who cause harm or loss to others to justice. I will personally help hold any member of the rebels of the sacred earth accountable should their actions and intentions cause harm or loss to anyone other than themselves. The same cannot be said of the current government. Many guilty of causing harm or loss to others are not brought to justice under the current governments. That alone is reason enough to revoke our consent to be governed and exercise our right to remain sovereign of corrupt government, organizing with our community to form a new government. The rebels of the sacred earth understand our right to be above being compelled by men with guns to live in a way that will affect our life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness without our consent. We understand that should a government become destructive of said right, we understand that should a government become corrupt, tyrannically oppressive of said right, it is our duty to abolish said government. Abolishing said government by means of exercising our right to revoke our consent to be governed, declaring ourselves independent and free, organizing with our community as to then form a new government, a government that shall best affect our safety and happiness. The rebels of the sacred earth are exercising our right to remain sovereign of corrupt, tyrannically oppressive government by revoking our consent to be governed by said government. The rebels of the sacred earth are not asking for their freedom. We are declaring ourselves free and independent of the current corrupt, tyrannically oppressive. The rebels of the sacred earth will defend our right to do so against any who attempt to oppress us. If you would like to be a member of the rebels of the sacred earth, or if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact. Many of my viewers are confused about how simply and easily they can become a sovereign citizen. In this video, I will explain how easy it is to do our duty of abolishing corrupt government by becoming a sovereign citizen in order to form a new government. In fact, it can be accomplished for free in as little as these 3 steps. Step 1. By following this link will be in the description. One can find a Declaration of Independence they may utilize to help them exercise their right to sovereignty. Be sure to print 4 separate copies as you will be sending the declaration to multiple government agencies. Step 2. Date the top of every Declaration of Independence, then sign the bottom of all copies in ink. Once signed and dated, mail your Declaration of Independence to the President of the United States at the following address: to the Governor of the state you live in, to the local county courthouse supervisor, as well as to the local police department. Step 3. Organize with your fellow sovereign citizens as to form a new government, free of corruption, that has your best interests at heart. Do not let the propaganda confuse you. You need not listen to those advocating that you must ask the current governments for permission for your freedom, as the tyrannically oppressed have never gained their freedom by asking for it. We must declare ourselves free, defending our right to do so together. For together we are strong. Together we can do our duty of abolishing the current corrupt, tyrannically oppressive government. Please feel free to contact the rebels of the sacred earth with any questions you might have via the following email. I will leave you with this quote from a Declaration of Independence written by some of the wisest of men. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed, that whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it, and to institute new government, laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe, for it helps the cause greatly. If you would like to donate to support the cause, I'll leave a link to do so in the description. Thank you.